Hey guys, I'm with my brother here from Nigeria, Fisayo. He's a tech entrepreneur, a YouTuber, well known for his advice and his influence all over the YouTube streets. Welcome, Fisayo. Tell us a little bit about the conference. How has your experience so far? How are you finding being in Dubai at the blockchain conference?
So I think it's interesting because I've met so many amazing people like yourself, and I'm just saying I'm learning a lot. I've attended a couple of sessions. I've just been going in and out and just meeting a couple of people. So I think this is one of the best avenues for stuff like this to be happening because I'm happy that there's a lot of African representation here as well. I'm also happy that I'm just seeing all of these things that you hear about, seeing people behind them in real life and interacting with them. I think it's just amazing to see, and I look forward to the next. I think tomorrow is the last day, right?
Yeah.
So I look forward to tomorrow and beyond.
Cool stuff. I mean, you do a lot of tech advice on YouTube. You do a lot of tech reviews and teaching people sort of things. How have you been finding this space, especially in Africa? I've been finding that are you finding people are receiving, the fourth industrial revolution? Are they getting involved? What are some of the challenges that you've been experiencing with regards to that?
Okay, so it's interesting because I don't only do tech, I recently started making a finance series called the Finance Friday series. So that's every Friday I talk about personal finance, the Nigerian economy, cryptocurrency, blockchain and stuff like that. So I think people are really, really interested, especially in the finance aspect. People want to better their finances, they want to understand all this stuff. And being someone that can educate them on topics like this is very, very good and very honorable for me because not only am I learning, I'm also helping other people learn as well and helping them understand this very seemingly complex stuff. I try to break it down into simple language, and I'm seeing a lot of people that are very interested. And out of the channel gets around 600,000 people that watch it in a month. Out of that, like at least 40% are Nigerians that are gaining some form of value in education, enlightenment, and just general stuff from these videos I'm making. So I'm seeing the value there, and I'm here to learn and see what more I can add to myself to add to this video.
Cool stuff. What inspired you to become this type of entrepreneur where you're leveraging these technologies and educating people? What got you to actually start, and what are some of the tips you can give to somebody who's viewing, who's looking up to you and saying, one day I also want to see myself out there doing what you do?
What inspired me was seeing other people in this space that I really admired and liked. And in my head, I'm like, what, I want to do this. I think I can do it, and I can represent this market, and I can teach tech, I can teach finance, I can teach all this stuff. So it was kind of from the beginning. Although I didn't expect it to be, I didn't expect to reach 200,000 people. I didn't expect to, be able to speak at many places that I've spoken at and work with people I've worked with. But really, all that was in my mind was the value I wanted to deliver. So teaching people stuff, making very, very quality content, using the best camera I can get, using the best lens, using the best everything. So it was just more of how best can I explain stuff to people in a very visually appealing way that they keep coming back, and I just keep giving them that value and also make money.
Talking about that, making money, a lot of people like to think that there's not money to be made on YouTube, or it's difficult to make money as an influencer, especially in tech. What would you say to somebody who thinks like that?
It is difficult to make money as an influencer. It is indeed. The truth is, if you want to, again, money is a means of exchange and a store of value. You're only going to get money if you give something of value rather in exchange for it. Unless you steal the money, you have to give some value to get money. So I think you first of all have to ask yourself, what is the value I'm bringing to the table anywhere to get paid for anything? So if you are giving, as far as you're giving enough value, and you are giving value to a lot of people, I think you'll be able to be set to at least make some money or get some monetary value. But if you are just exploring the space, it will be very difficult. So just think of value first, money after.
Lovely. Some of the tips you can give to viewers in terms of cryptocurrencies. What are some of the coins that you like or that you actually hold a lot of? Where do you think Bitcoin will be in the future? And what tips can you give to somebody who's involved in cryptocurrency?
So I think for crypto now, I really, I like stable coins a lot, just because of stability. I really like stability, and I preach stability. And this is because not many people have the appetite for risk, especially from where I am, like Nigeria. I know people will want to take risk. Of course, the higher the risk you take, the higher the reward. But really, I don't like to give financial advice. But really, if you are trying to save or trying to like grow your wealth or trying to invest, because in the end of the day, we are all investing so that we can hedge against inflation, so that we can come out ahead and also make some money as well. So if I would always recommend those low, not too high interest, just USDT staking, getting your 3%, 8%, nothing too outrageous. However, if you can also allocate like 10% for risky assets like the Bitcoins and the Ethereums and things like that. So yes, I do. I explore all of them, even many small coins as well. I explore all this stuff. I put my own money into as many things as I possibly can, just to explore and learn. Because I'm teaching this stuff, so I also have to preach it. I'm preaching this stuff, so I also have to
live it.
Like live it.
Yeah,
exactly.
Very true. If you had to give one piece of financial advice, with your money series that you're doing, what do you think is the one piece of financial advice that you've gotten that's really gotten you to stabilize financially and grow your finances?
I think one of the things I would say is people should take the risk of saving or just try savings, because you can't predict the future, and saving is sort of that edge that can help you stay ahead in the future when things are not looking the best. So for me, the reason why I started that Finance Friday series was because I took a year. I wasn't really saving as much. I was spending a lot, and I didn't have so much left over in savings. Sometimes I would just look and there's nothing to show for it. So I took that risk, and I was like, 70% of everything I make, I'm going to put it in savings.
70%.
And I would not advise anybody to do 70%. Maybe 50 is good or less. But I did that, and I was saving so much. And it's not really the best way, but it's kind of built in some discipline in me, because now I realize what was possible. And I had this large reserve in the bank. It was a fixed account, so I couldn't even touch it. So it was just all gone. I just imagined that 70% of everything was gone for a whole year. And I remember the 25th of December, because that was when I set the expiry date to. And it was not just saving, I was also getting like an 8% interest. So at the 25th of December, because I had saved a lot, it was one of the best days. I was just smiling. Nobody could understand why I had already saved that much. I even came to Dubai.
Wow.
After, just because I was able to save. I came here, I spent like 2 weeks here, and I started the finance series here in Dubai.
Wow.
That was last year, I think, the last 2 years.
Wow,
Yeah.
Very inspiring.
So yeah, that was how the story of. In fact, that was the story of the Finance Friday series.
Oh wow, how it actually started. Wow, wonderful. And in terms of, something that you've noticed, especially amongst the young people in Nigeria, in Africa, you're quite influential in terms of that. What is the one thing, one message that you think would really help the youth out there? What's one thing you'd wish that African youth could focus on that will really push the African agenda and help African youth?
So I would say give value first and think of money after.
I like that.
Yeah.
Short and sweet.
Give value first, think of money later.
After.
Because I don't really see. I don't know. I'll just stop there. I don't think people should chase money first, because chasing money would sort of lead to many roads that you should probably not be in. So just think of value first and read books. If you can, read a lot of books. I try to read as many books as I can, and every year I try to aim for at least 50 books. Maybe sometimes I fall to 30 books. So just read as much as you possibly can. It would help you stand on the shoulders of giants. You will learn so many things that will help you in the future. In certain situations you find yourself in, if you've read about something, you can easily maneuver that situation. But if you haven't, and I hate that thing where they say that to hide something from a black man, you put it in a book or something like that. We should actually try to read as much as possible. Yeah.
Very profound. Thank you so much for those wise words, and I've learned so much from talking to you. And some of the stuff you said is really, really important. Saving, teaching yourself how to save, the money series that many of you should look out on his YouTube channel. And where can people find you? I'm sure we'll put all your...
Yeah, it's my name, Fisayo Fosudo. So that's the name everywhere. All social media handles. It's just my name.
All right, excellent. Thank you so much, guys. We're here in Dubai at the Blockchain Binance conference. I'm here with my brother, and he's just shared so much insightful stuff that you can actually apply to make sure that in your path in life, you're going for greatness, giving it your best, and applying financial discipline as he's taught us today. Thank you.
Thank you so much for having me.
It's a pleasure.